I'm Jen.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe
on the go. Well, Jen, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's kind of been a week. It's been a week.
It's always hard when you get back from vacation to settle back into normal life.
It's really hard being on vacation when you kind of overdo it. Oh, man.
Well, some of us overdid it.
Man. So, as vacations go, I like the ones where I can recharge my batteries because regular life is crazy, busy, hectic nuts, and I'm just, to go on vacation to try to recharge the batteries to get away from things. And that happened in July. That one was a good one. Anaheim and Disneyland and the cruise in San Diego, that was all good, but it wasn't as relaxing. This one was not relaxing at all. I mean, I still had a really good time, but
Joe overdid it Saturday night and got really wasted at Jelly Rolls.
Yeah.
But that's going to be, I don't even think we did a video on it.
I put up a short.
Oh,
I put up a short
okay.
of us singing Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a moment.
Yeah, I was not sober when we did that moment.
But anyway, before I forget, no, you were not. Before I forget, we're going to stop doing the San Diego Disney cruise Disneyland videos, and we're going to pick up, we're going to start with our Disney World Christmas videos because they're more relevant to the time, and then we'll go back to California because that all took place over Halloween, so it's kind of dated at this point, but that's okay. We want to show you all the current stuff that's going on at Walt Disney World right now because there was so much going on when we were there. There were the opening of the new walkways at EPCOT that haven't been open for 4 years. There was Moana Journey of Water that Joe and I have never seen. There was the premiere of Luminous. That is a conversation for another time. And something else. What else happened when we were there?
Well, the Walt statue, but that was part of the walkway.
The Walt statue, yes, that was part of the walkway. So we're just going to show you those videos, and then we'll head back to California.
And it's Christmas, and we got to see the decorations, and there was a lot of that. A lot of pictures, a lot of videos at the different resorts and different parks.
And we did a lot of new things to us.
Yes, some dining as well. So it was a good, that part was good. It was just, Saturday night kind of wrecked me, and I felt it the entire week, even after we got home. And last night was the first night that I actually slept well and slept a lot.
So speaking of being wrecked, we're going to talk about our pits and our peaks of our Orlando Walt Disney World vacation.
Yes.
Let's start with the pits. Let's just get those out of the way because I only had one.
You know what? Are you sure you don't want to do that?
Yeah, let's start with the negativity and then get into the positivity.
All right, that's fine.
Because I really only have one pit, and for me that was Luminous. I was really, really, really looking forward to the new fireworks show because, as you all know, I was not a fan of Harmonious and I was not a fan of Enchantment. So I really wanted to like Luminous, and it fell extremely flat for me. I understand the storyline, totally get it, so don't come at me in your comments. I just thought it was slow. I didn't like the pacing. I didn't like the music, and I do not like the barges. I wish the whole show would have taken place in the air. I personally don't care about the fountains and the lasers and the lights coming from the fountain of the different watercolors. It did nothing for me. But that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to see more, I have a reel posted on Instagram, and I did a little TikTok about it. But that was my only pit. That was, out of everything we did, that's the only negativity. Oh, and getting on the bus from the parking lot going to the airport at Midway.
Oh, that was here in Chicago.
That was a bit of a cluster, but we're not even going to count that because that wasn't even in the whole Disney thing.
Before vacation.
Yes.
It was,
I mean, I count it in vacation because we were heading to vacation.
Yeah.
But this was a great trip, and I can't wait to share all of my peaks with you because there were so many of them.
Yeah,
what about you, Joe? What was your any pits?
The Luminous, just to touch upon the Luminous conversation, we actually were there the night of the debut, and I put that video up Tuesday night.
Joe will link that for you in the description below if you're interested.
because Tuesday was Walt's birthday. That was December 5th, and that's why they premiered all of this stuff. It was on his birthday. And so the statue itself was very cool. I like that.
Yes, I did too.
But yeah, Luminous. So after we left, got back to the hotel, I just started putting the video together, and I thought, I'm just going to put it up tonight and see. It was like maybe, I don't know, 1 a.m. when I finally got it done. I wasn't sleeping anyway because my stomach was bugging me. So I just decided to go ahead and do that. But as soon as we got back to the hotel, we kind of discussed it a little bit and gave our thoughts. So if you want more of that, that's in that video. But yeah, I tend to agree. My pit is, I wasn't as enthusiastic about it as you. I wasn't looking forward to it as much as you, which means my disappointment was less than yours.
That's true.
I thought, as I was, where we were standing, we really could not see the fountains and the water shooting and all of that stuff. Not at least with my eyes. I had my cell phone up so I could see it on the cell phone. So I did actually capture that on video. I thought overall the fireworks were nice, but It
has some very slow spots, but again, if you want our full review on Luminous, go tune into our Luminous video.
Yeah, I'll link that in the description
we have all
below.
of our thoughts and feelings.
So yeah, besides that, then my pit is just how I felt all week. It was, just we went out Saturday night. It actually started before Saturday night. I was drinking on the plane on the flight down there, and it just
and that
went
was a
all
pretty
day.
early flight, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, we left for the airport at like 3:45 in the morning.
It was noon somewhere. I don't care, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna say that just how I felt.
So you drank too much Saturday night, the first night of vacation. Really, you drank a lot all day Saturday, so that affected the way you felt all vacation.
Yes, and also it's just the eating, the food kind of bugged me. And then my other pit is flying back.
Oh,
the flight was very turbulent.
Talk about it because
holy cow!
Yeah, it was a bad flight.
I, honest to God, don't remember being on a flight that bad, except for that flight to New Orleans when we were flying through
in the hurricane.
Through the hurricane, yeah. What the remnants of a hurricane was tropical storm at that point. But yeah, we were flying through that to land into New Orleans. But at least that was just the descent, and it wasn't as long. This was like a good hour and a half that we were flying through turbulence. Yeah. It's like, what the
And we had
heck?
a screaming child on our flight who literally, God bless her parents. They did such a great job of being calm and soothing with her, but yeah, everybody knew this child's name by the end of the flight. It was a little loud. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't because I had my headphones on, so I was watching wrestling and a couple of other things. So
okay, so enough negativity because
yes.
they were really small things in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Everything else was so good. So I'm gonna start by saying I absolutely loved that we went and that Ariane and Steve talked us into it because our besties invited us, and at first I was dead set against it because it's Christmas and it's December and it's an expensive month, and we have a kid who has a birthday in November. We have 2 kids who celebrate a birthday on New Year's Eve, and then we have Matt, our oldest, who has a birthday at the end of January. So it's an expensive end of the year, beginning of the year as it is. So to go back to Disney World, I didn't think was going to be in the budget, but we worked it out, and I'm so happy we went because we had the absolute best times. And then speaking of Ariane and Steve, it was also great getting to see Chloe and Dan from Chloe and Dan Vlogs and getting
to meet Juniper
and getting to meet their baby girl Juniper.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Awesome.
Yep, it was so brief, so short.
Yeah.
So, but I love the fact that they changed their arrival date and we were able to see them Tuesday night at Epcot. So brief and short, but at least we got to see them, and that was really very, very cool. And yeah, with Steve and Ariane, it's just like every time. I mean, I laughed so hard.
I laughed until I thought I was going to throw up a couple times.
When did we go to homecoming? On Monday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Monday. I laughed so hard on Monday with them that Tuesday my abdomen was hurting. Like when you do too many sit-ups, that's how much it was hurting. So yeah, especially the the talk about Mike and Ike's and peanut butter. Anyway, we won't go there. But that was definitely one of my peaks. That conversation that day at homecoming, that was definitely a peak.
Another peak for me was going to Jelly Rolls. We have never done that, and I was dreading it. I was not looking forward to it, and we ended up having the best time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Although, if you don't know this, the liquor I don't think is top shelf at Jelly Rolls, and yeah, I did have a bit of a headache. But to be fair, we drank a lot.
We did drink a lot.
And I'm surprised I did not get sick.
Yeah.
But that was a great time. If you have not been to Jelly Rolls, highly recommend it.
It was
go
fun,
with a group
right?
of
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, make sure you have a group of friends that you get to go with. Come on.
Hi.
I know.
Mal is
Okay.
rolling around.
Thought she was going to sit on my lap.
Yeah.
It's at the Boardwalk Inn. It's a club. I don't think it opens till 7 or 8 at night. I don't even remember, but it's not.
No, we got there at 8. So
Did we?
Billy was already there.
Maybe it opens at 7.
Yeah.
But the show doesn't start till 8:30ish.
8.
Did it start at 8?
Yep.
Yeah, it was
right
so
when we got
fun. It was so fun. Had such a good time.
Yeah.
What's another one of your
Yes.
peaks?
The upgrade, the hotel.
That's right.
We're at Destino Tower, and we got the room ready text
About noon.
notification. So it was right as we were getting there. So we...
The intention was to just drop off our bags, but
Yeah, because it was before we went to lunch.
right.
Yeah.
But as we were getting our bags out of the car to bring them to Bell Services, I got a room notification. So Ariane and Steve's room wasn't ready yet. So we're like, we're just going to run upstairs and drop off our stuff. While we were dropping off our stuff, they got a room ready as well. So the timing worked out great. Joe walked in the room and he's like, Jen, this is a different room. I'm like, what do you mean it's a different room? He's like, I think we were upgraded.
And we were upgraded.
Yeah.
Not only was it a suite, one bedroom suite with the main bathroom, but then a separate bathroom in the sitting area. After we got back to the room, we went to lunch and we got back, and you started thinking, aren't the suites all club level? I said, I have no idea. I don't know.
So we were Googling it. I couldn't find anything that was for sure specific, but I was pretty positive. But I'm like, okay, they probably overbooked us and they don't want us in club level, so they just upgraded us to a suite. We just got lucky. Cool, we'll have the extra room. We weren't going to do a room tour because we've got a couple Destino Tower room tours in our playlist. If you'd like to see our latest one, that will go up soon. If you want to see some of the old ones where we stayed in a Lakeview room or Waterview room, Joe can maybe link those, or you can go to our playlist and find them. So we decided that point to do a room tour of the suite, and just as we were wrapping up that video to say, yeah, I don't think we have club level, I'm like, Joe, there's a piece of paper under our door. And it was inviting the Sparendale family to the concierge level. Yeah. So we didn't even believe that. Joe called the front desk and they were like, yeah, you're upgraded to club level. So it was for 4 nights. It was so cool, to the Kronos Lounge.
Yeah, yeah. So as club level goes, it's... Because Destino Tower is a moderate resort, the club level is not as fancy as the other club levels or concierge levels that you'll get at like Wilderness Lodge, Grand Floridian, and Contemporary. However, it was pretty cool.
It was good. Great food offerings. You know, they still had the drink cooler, refrigerator with, you could grab from I think 7 a.m. until 10 or 11 at night. You could grab waters and
7 to 10. It was 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Cokes and Sprites and juices and milks and whatever you needed, they would get it for you. In the afternoon and evening, they had wine and beer out that you could get. You could have mimosas all day long, but you had to ask for those. The food offerings were great. They always had fresh fruit and hot items and cold items and desserts. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was a nice little perk. We had all these dining reservations, so we didn't take advantage of it like we would have otherwise. But I did go down at breakfast time to get a few things. And
then you got me coffee every morning?
Yeah, they had the different coffee machine, or the coffee machine that had the different variety of coffees, like espresso, cappuccino, lattes.
Yes.
And they also had the cortado, which is the Spanish espresso equivalent, which is very good. I got a double of that one day, which of course that didn't help my stomach, but whatever.
That was a fantastic
So club level,
peak.
definitely a big plus, definitely a big perk. Yes.
Okay.
Or a peak.
Another peak was we got to try a couple new restaurants.
Yes.
One being Turf Club, which
Yeah.
we hadn't even planned. We all made a last minute dining reservation, and for me, turned out to be the best meal of the trip.
It was fantastic.
A hidden gem for sure.
Yeah.
Food, service, ambiance, fantastic. Can't wait to show you the video.
At Saratoga Springs. And I ended up kind of very nervous about it. What are you doing, Mal?
What are you doing?
She's just
so we
all
have
over the
boxes
place.
stacked to the left of our couch where we're sitting for Christmas because there's some big items that can't fit in the closet and she's climbing on them.
All right, well, leave it up to the cat to interrupt things. She's gone now. But anyway, so I was not sure what I was going to eat because of my stomach. And I thought, oh, man, they have lamb on the menu. Oh, man, it sounds really good, but that could be really heavy. But the way the waiter described it, I figured I'd try it. It was so fantastically good. It was so good.
Turret Club is a hidden gem. Like I said, I cannot wait to show you the vlog we did on it. Fantastic. 10
good.
out of 10. Another restaurant we got to try that we have not eaten at and was Beer Garden in EPCOT.
Yeah.
Again, we had 3 reservations booked for that night. Because we just didn't know where we wanted to eat. So between Ariane, Steve, and Joe and I, we had 3 reservations, and we would whittle them down. So we had Flying Fish. We cut that out right away because we didn't think we'd have enough time between that reservation to get to Epcot for Luminous. Then we had La Hacienda booked, and we had Spice Road booked. Again, we thought La Hacienda, the time would be calling it too close to Luminous, so we got rid of that. So none of us then were feeling Spice Road, and Ariane had suggested Beer Gardens, and since we hadn't been there, and I'm so glad we went.
Yeah.
Again, 10 out of 10. It was so good and so much fun, and I recommend going with a group of friends.
Yes. So Beer Garden in the Germany Pavilion, the way the whole restaurant is decorated, or the decor with the water wheel, just very, very cool. The dinner was a buffet, which we're not huge on buffets, but
this was fantastic.
This was so good. And I tried not to overdo it because at that point, this was Tuesday night, so this is several days of my stomach, doing somersaults. But I gotta have some of this stuff. This is so good. The meatballs. Ariane said the meatballs are fantastic. There is this mushroom sauce that you can put on the meatballs, and I like the meatballs better without, just straight.
But again, that's a video for another time. I don't know how much we recorded that night.
Yeah, I did some, but
fantastic.
Meatballs were excellent. Sausage was excellent. The macaroni and cheese was excellent. So anyway, good stuff. Really, really good.
Another peek. We finally got to see the menagerie puppets at Animal Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I believe they're wooden hand-carved puppets. They're beautiful. They're in shades of white and blues and a little bit of purple hues. Just an art form. I really enjoyed seeing them when they came out. They kind of come out at the entrance by the gift shops in Animal Kingdom, and I just enjoyed that a lot.
It was cool because there was the one guy who was controlling the little fox, and he was doing things with the movement that made it look like the animal was real, kind of, just realistic looking movements.
So that was extremely cool. That was on my list. I really wanted to be able to see them this time.
Yeah.
Another peak, just seeing Disney World decorated for the
Christmas.
holidays.
Sure.
I love it.
Yeah. We got to see the decorations in Animal Kingdom Lodge. Obviously, Destino Tower.
Yeah, speaking of that, I didn't realize that Animal Kingdom did a gingerbread. They did gingerbread animals.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see. We had a night where we didn't have any plans, so Joe and I headed out to Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was a spur of the moment thing, and we got to see the giraffes. It was feeding time.
Yeah.
So we got to see the giraffes out at night, and we got to buy some things that we were really excited to buy. And that was a great night.
Yeah, it was. It was very nice. And the gingerbread animals, there was a giraffe and a zebra.
So cute.
So that was really cute.
I didn't even realize they did that.
Yeah. And then we got to see the gingerbread house at the Contemporary.
Yes, which kind of had a whole It's a Small World theme, Mary Blair theme going on.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And the chef was there too.
Yes,
the guy
he
who
was.
Actually designed it, created it. Yeah.
That was very cool.
Where else did we see the decorations? I mean, besides Animal Kingdom and Epcot.
Destino Tower. They were beautiful. Another peak, and this might sound stupid to some people, but We played checkers outside on the giant checkerboard at Destino Tower, and that was a lot of fun.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. That was your idea too.
That was fun.
It was your idea to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Your idea to play checkers. They were both. And that was the same day, wasn't that on Monday?
I think
both of those on Monday.
I think so.
Yeah.
And we got to go back to Maya Grill, and we had a fantastic meal there, and we got to see the guitar player
Marcelo.
He was fantastic. Another hidden gem. If you like Mexican food, if you want a reasonably priced Disney meal with live music, go to Maya Grill.
Yeah, Maya Grill in Destino Tower or at Coronado Springs. So Marcelo was there when we were there last time, and I talked to him quite a bit at that time. And he's actually been there working for Disney for 16 years. During COVID, when everything was closed, well, when the restaurant was closed, he was actually still working and playing guitar out in the courtyard.
He's fantastic.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. The only, I would maybe call this a pit, is that when we got there to eat, he was wrapping up to take a break. So he was gone for most of when we were eating, and he came back just as we were finishing up. But in between, I saw him and we were talking a little bit. So yeah, definitely. Marcelo is his name. He plays guitar there, right kind of at the entrance of Maya Grill. Yeah, that was definitely a peak for sure.
Another peak, going to Homecoming and having that Jasper board again.
Homecoming, man.
I'm telling you, that is one of the best restaurants on Disney property.
Yeah, and that was the day that I laughed so hard that my belly was hurting. So, yeah.
And speaking of Disney Springs, we did the Christmas tree trail, which is something we haven't done in quite a bit of time, but we did the whole sticker thing. You can get a map, and you have to put the stickers on where you see the trees, and then you get a little prize at the end. So that was really fun to do. We haven't done that in a hot minute.
Yeah, the last time we did it, the trees were all kind of more together, weren't they?
Yes.
And now
the last time
out?
we did it, it was the actual Christmas tree trail where you had to just walk around and see the trees. Then they scattered them because of COVID.
Right.
Yeah, I
they're all
love
scattered
that.
now, and I do like it better that they're scattered. So.
And speaking of trees, the other highlight of our trip, Disney Springs has a little tree that we named Fern.
Fern.
I don't know what her name is, but she is remote and voice controlled by a cast member that stands off to the side somewhere, so you don't know who's really in charge of this tree. But we had a great interaction with her, and she was so fun. She roams around Disney Springs during the holidays. She's a little Christmas tree, and I loved her. Great addition to Disney Springs.
I actually put that video up as well. So I did
it's
that
short.
one.
No, it's not short.
It was just like a 5-minute video, 5-6 minute video. I put that up on Tuesday, and then my intent was to put something else up for Thursday. But
we
when
just
we
got
back,
so busy.
Well, no, but when we got back from the fireworks from EPCOT, I put Luminous up.
Oh, I know,
That's
but
why.
I meant this week we really haven't done anything with videos because we got back and life has just been crazy going back to normal.
Today's Friday, so I was back to work, and last night I finally slept, so figured we'd do this, and I'll put this up for Sunday. But anyway, so overall, this trip was another very good, positive
It was
one.
So good. I really want to
fun.
plan another trip, but I don't know when that's going to be. The next trip we have booked is about 9 months from now. We are going back to Mexico. We are going back to Ishkaret. I'm very excited about that. Not sure. We have a lot of videos for Disney World, and going back when we republish or put up the rest of our Disney cruise and Disneyland videos in San Diego, we have a lot of content still from that. So I don't know. I don't know what next year will bring.
To do. We got a lot of work. But anyway, so all right. Well,
it was a great trip.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because we have so much Disney content coming to you. It is absolutely crazy. And I have no idea what 2024 is going to bring.
Yeah, I know. Well, we got a lot of stuff that's going on here as well. So we're just going to try to crack open the camera and record some of our life here
Day-to-day
at home.
life.
Yeah, we're going to do a little more of that in 24. So, but enjoy the Disney December videos, and then we'll get back to California.
Yeah.
So, all
right.
right. Thanks
Thank
as
you.
always. Talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye.